You don't have to like my video. You don't even have to like the way I said it. That's completely fine. Roast me all you want. Roast my arguments. Roast my pictures. I mean, my DMs. I've had people going through my profile pictures and commenting on completely unrelated stuff, unrelated pictures. Like, guys, what are we doing here?
Ito, ng mga basher ko dyan, mag-bash lang kayo mga bossing ko. More bash, more cash.
Hello mga stories, welcome back sa isa namang Reddit, sa random reaction videos dito sa ating channel mga stories. Wala si Maggie at ngayon pag-usapan tayo na hindi lang basta issue sa internet, no, kundi usaping respeto, no, professionalism at yung tunay na kalagayan ng ESL industry, no. Mga stories, no, for today's video, no, may isang South African ESL teacher na umani na matinding backlash matapos niyang lantaran, tawanan at maliitin ng isang Filipina ESL teacher dahil sa English niya, pronunciation, and an accent. No? Dito pala mga stories, no, diretsahan na tayo kung ang punto mo ay industry problem. Bakit isang tao ang pinahiya mo sa harap ng maraming manonood? No? Iba yung criticism sa sistema, iba yung panlalait sa individual. Pero bago tayo magbigay ng reaction, no, babasahin muna natin yung post na ito. No? Ito yung galing ito sa sa post ng Radar PH, no. Ito yung galing kay Nico Miguel Garcia ng Radar PH, no. So babasahin ko, no. Ito sabi niya dito, no. South African online English teacher Magnus Matthiesen has drawn backlash after posting a video mocking a Filipina ESL educator over her English proficiency, pronunciation, and accent. In the August 6 video, Matthiesen, a non-native speaker, repeatedly posed the Filipinas of introductory video, face palming, rolling his eyes, and citing. How did you even get your bachelor's degree if you cannot even speak English properly? He said. He also mocked her invitation for students to join her class, saying, "I sincerely hope not." But before calling her a $2 an hour teacher from the Philippines who can't even speak proper English. The ESL industry is so invitation for students to join her class, saying, "I sincerely hope not," before calling her the $2 an hour teacher from the Philippines who can speak proper English. The ESL industry is so frustrating right now for a lot of hardworking, dedicated, experienced teachers, he added, because this is what Chinese students' parents are subjected to. The remarks drew criticism from Filipino ESL teachers who accused Matthiesen of punching down to the Filipina. Content creator Hans D. Teach said Matthiesen had chosen the easy way out of blaming Filipino teachers rather than improving his skills, learning from marketing works, or exploring teaching approaches better suited to online classes. Sida, one half of content creator duo Hadi and Tia, meanwhile, criticized Matthiesen for publicly showing the Filipino teacher's face while mocking her. If her pronunciation is wrong, correct it. If her grammar is wrong, by all means, correct it also. Sina said, adding that an accent does not determine someone's ability to teach English. If your real concern is that ESL teachers are changing extremely low rates and driving down the market, then criticize the industry. Talk about unfair pricing. Talk about exploitation, she added. That doesn't scream superiority. Obviously, it screams insecurity. Not sorry. Rather than back down, Matisen doubled down in the 12-minute response posted August 13 saying he was not sorry for the controversial video. Matisen said he had been crucified by the backlash and complained about people commenting on his older posts and photos. He also sarcastically thanked his critics for the engagement. He then reframed his remarks as an argument about the ESL industry, claiming his real concern was teachers competing by charging extremely low rates. I'm not saying cheap automatically means bad. At $2 an hour could be incredible. At $30 an hour could be absolutely useless. We're making it about marketing and perception, he said. He also said nationality should not determine professional work, adding that Filipino teachers can be brilliant, hardworking, qualified, experienced educators. A passport doesn't magically make you a good teacher, he said, while acknowledging that he may have worded some things poorly or delivered his argument too harshly in the original video. He then gave Filipino ESL teachers unsolicited advice. Know what you're worth. Get better, develop your skills, work on your English. Improve your pronunciations, learn new teaching methods, specialize, build a reputation, get testimonials, and lastly, don't change $2 an hour for the F6. But Mathisen's response does little to change what people actually saw. He sending out the Filipino teacher, show her face and mock her English, pronunciation, and accent. Ngayon mga stories of pakinggan natin itong clip na to, yung kanyang saloobin. Ito yung galing ito Hadi and Chan, no? Yung port na kay yung South African ESL teacher, no? Pakinggan natin yung kanyang saloobin, no? Let's go. Ito na.
Thank you for listening. I hope to see you in my class soon.
Well, I sincerely hope not, because this is what you're being replaced. A $2 an hour teacher from the Philippines who can't even speak proper English, but she has a bachelor's degree in business administration, whatever she mentioned. You understand why the ESL industry is so frustrating right now for a lot of hardworking, dedicated, experienced teachers right now, because this is what Chinese students' parents are subjected to. Because they don't know any better. They can't speak English themselves, so they can't really judge from a native perspective. So this is the kind of bullshit and shit show that we are sitting with, that we are being replaced with right there, right? That is what you pay $2 an hour for. $2 an hour to hire a Filipino who can't even speak proper English.
You don't have to like my video. You don't even have to like the way I said it. That's completely fine. Roast me all you want. Roast my arguments. Roast my pictures. I mean, my DMs, I've had people going through my profile pictures and commenting on completely unrelated stuff, unrelated pictures. Like, guys, what are we doing here? What does some random picture on my profile have to do with an ESL teaching video? Like, seriously, that's it. And here's the funny part. Disagree with me all you want. That's cool. Seriously. Tell me I'm wrong. Debate me. Come at my argument. But some of y'all stuff I received here was pretty wild. I've been called a racist. I've been called ugly. I've been told to go F myself. I've received. But here's the thing. I'm still here. It doesn't scare me. And more importantly, none of that actually addresses what I say. And here's the funny part. For those of you who don't really understand how social media algorithms work, engagement actually helps me. It helps my content travel. Comments are engagement, as you know it. Shares are engagement. Reactions are engagement. Going into my profile and interacting with my stuff, yep, engagement.
Okay, so ito yung aking aking pananaw ko dito mga stories na. Ito. Una, hindi ito constructive criticism. No? Hindi ito professional analysis. Hindi ito matinong pagtatalakay sa kalagayan ng ESL industry. Ito ay public humiliation. Okay? This is the public humiliation for your information. Kasi kung talagang ang punto mo ay mahina ang quality control sa industry, edi sana naglatag ka na ng standards. Sana nagpakita ka ng tama at mali, sana nagturo ka. Sana paliwanag ka na ng walang binabangga ng isang tao. Pero hindi. Anong ginawa mo? Naghanap ka ng madaling target. Isang Pilipina teacher, pinakita ang muka. Tinawanan ng accent, minaliit ng kakayahan. Tapos noong nabash ka, bigla ka ng depensa mo. Industry issue pala ito. Hindi ganyan yon. Okay? Kapag ang una mong galaw ay manlait, wag mo nang balutan ng concern for the industry. Kasi kita naman ng mga tao kung ano talaga yung tono na yan. Pangalawa, itong paggamit ng accent bilang basehan ng talino o kakayahan sa pagtuturo, sobrang luma na yan. At hindi na dapat pinapatulan na yan. Ang the English, hindi pinapaganda ng tunog. Hindi pa naparamihan ng native vibes. Para sa communication, pagtuturo, yung learning, di ba? At saka yung understanding. At saka maraming mahusay na teacher ang hindi narrative sounding. At marami ring magandang accent pero hindi naman magaling ang magturo. Magkaiba ang fluency, accent, and teaching ability, dapat basic na yan sa isang taong nasa ESL space. Pangatlo, tama yung punto ng mga critics. Kung talagang problema sa iyo ang mababang bayad sa industry, di industry ang banatan mo. Hindi yung mga tao posibleng biktima lang din ng mababang pasahod. So, kasi aminin natin maraming Filipino ESL teachers hindi naman presyo ang mababa dahil gusto nilang magtahak ng pababa. Kadalasan yan ang presyong inaalok ng platform ng agency o yung market na may power imbalance. So, madaling salita, may exploitation talaga dyan. At kung galit ka sa cheap labor system, ang tunay na kalaban mo ay yung sistema kumikita sa underpaid teachers. Hindi yung individual na nagsisipag lang makahanap ng trabaho. Pangapat, yung linyang not sorry at yung pagdo-double down, hindi yan matapang. Madalas, palatandaan na daw, na ayaw talagang panagutan yung mali. Kasi may ang pagkakaiba, ang poorly worded ay sa talagang nanlalait ka eh. Hindi ito case na medyo masakit lang sa ang pagkakasabi. Hindi. Very clear yung video. May face bomb, may eye roll, may panglalait, may generalization sa mga Pilipino. At ito pa ang isa sa pinakamahalagang punto dito. Kapag sinabi mong hindi basehan ng passport sa husay, tapos sa kabilang banda ginawa mong punchline ang $2 an hour teacher from the Philippines, huwag ka na magtaka kung bakit hindi kaawa-awa ang dating mo. Kasi contradiction yan. And frankly, mukhang hindi naman talaga ang pag-aangat ng standards ang punto. Mukhang may halong insecurity, frustration, at paghahanap ng masisisi. Minsan kasi mas madali talagang sisihin yung mas mura kaysa tanggapin na nagbago ang market. Yung nag-iiba ng competition at kailangan mo rin mag-adjust sa skills, branding, and approach mo. At para naman sa mga Filipino ESL teachers, diretsahan din tayo. Oo, dapat talaga patuloy ang pag-improve sa English, pronunciation, teaching method, and professional standards. Walang masama dyan. Sa totoo lang, dapat talaga yan. Pero hindi yun dahil may manlalait sa atin. Dapat ginagawa yan dahil professional tayo. Okay? At iba ang self-improvement sa pagtanggap ng pang-insulto. Pwede tayo maging open sa criticism nang hindi tinatanggap ng pambabastos. At para sa mga nanonood dito o sa mga ka-stories natin dyan, na tandaan natin to, ang tunay na magaling sa guro, hindi lang marunong mag-English. Marunong rin yan rumespeto, magturo ng maayos at magwasto ng hindi nanliliit ng kapwa. Kasi kung magaling ka talaga, hindi mo kailangan manlait para magmukha kang lamang eh. Di ba? Ang pinaka-bold ko dito mga stories hindi mali pag-usapan ang problema sa ESL industry. Hindi mali questionin ang rates, quality, competition, at exploitation. Pero mali ang gawing content ang paghihiya sa isang tao, lalo na kung hindi naman iyon nakakatulong sa mas malaking diskusyon. Kung gusto mong itaas ang standards, magturo ka. Kung gusto mo maituwid ang mali, magbigay ka ng maayos ng puna. Kung gusto mo naman ipaglaban ng profesyon, tuligin mo yung mga sistema, hindi yung tao nasa ilalim na nga, siya pa yung uunahin mong apihin. Sa huli, ito yung tungkol lang ito sa ating video na itong sa channel na ito. No? Tungkol ito sa pagtingin natin sa mga taong nagtatrabaho, nagsisikap, at minsan ay nagdadagdagan pamamaliit imbis na suporta. At yes, pwede kang maging prangka na hindi bastos. Pwede kang maging critical na hindi mapanlait. At pwede kang magsalita ng totoo nang hindi nanadyang mandudurog mo ng kapwa. Yeah? Gets ba, mga stories? Gets ba? Kasi, mga stories, no? Ano ba ang mas malaking issue dito? Yung mismong panlalain sa Filipino teacher o mas malalim na problema sa underpaid ESL this industry? Sa tingin nyo ba? Saan dapat ilagay ang linya sa pagitan ng constructive criticism at public humiliation? Comment down below at babasahin natin yan. Kung gusto nyo mga ganitong opinionated, logical, frankly, straight to the point commentary videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe sa ating channel, and click the notification button sa baba. Kung may mga stories kung may bukal sa inyong puso dyan, may Gcash o Maya sa pin comment sa baba, para ma-upgrade ko yung PC at video ka para sa channel ko, Okay? So, kasi for now, wala, yung napapansin nyo, wala akong video kasi nagkaroon ako ng technical problem sa aking laptop. So, hindi na kayang i-record itong webcam na to. Kaya, talaga, kailangan ko ng tulong o kaya kailangan kayo na mag-ambag tayo dito. Mga stories, okay? So, maraming sa iyo sino man yung magko-contribute, okay? Maraming salamat po. As always, mga stories, thank you and have a great never-ending stories. Bye!